Akute, Olambe, Ijoko, Agbado, and Alagbole are in the outer areas of Ogun State. Currently, all the adjoining roads to these communities are in deplorable conditions, just as there are no support infrastructure to show that there is presence of government in these areas. Residents of these communities go through untold hardship, particularly during the rainy season. The road construction expansion and 5 flyovers had been initiated by the past administration. Unfortunately, the past administration could not complete the project before the end of its government, although massive works had been carried out by the contractor identified as Central South Construction Company Limited. Upon assumption of office by the current administration in 2009, the government had made a solemn promise that they would complete the project and others commenced by the past government. But years down the line, nothing has been done, particularly in the Akute Olambe Agbado road. Going by the realities on ground, there is nothing to indicate that the current administration will complete this project before the end of its tenure. The current government in April 2020, while inspecting the ongoing construction of the Ishashi Dero Akute Road in Ifo local government area of the state, promised to complete other abandoned projects by the previous administration in the state. In fact, the administration acknowledged that the deplorable state of Alagbole Akute Olambe Agbado Road is a major problem to the state. Currently, there is no motorable road from Giwa to Olambe, Ojodu, Alagbole to Olambe and Agbado. Even the pedestrian walkways have been completely destroyed by gully erosion. Residents and owners of businesses in these areas have continued to count losses as the poor state of the roads have paralyzed their businesses and impoverished them. The Giwa Olambe Akute Road at the moment is perhaps one of the worst roads currently in the southwest. I decided to take a tour of this area today, and trust me, the experience was unpleasant and frightening. Given that the road construction was commenced by the immediate past government, who did a very massive job including construction of the bridges and road expansion, the expectation was that the successor would complete all important roads that lead to Sango, Abeokuta and part of Ogun and links Ogun to Lagos State and neighboring Nigerian border to boost trade in the state. The current administration, during its inaugural speech on May 29, 2019, had stated that infrastructure projects, particularly roads, will be the core mandate of its government. They had also promised that the administration would prioritize fixing the bad roads in Ogun State to make lives better for the people. They had also promised to open up locked areas to development and generally ease commuting and movement of goods and materials, thereby ensuring the continued growth of the state. Truth be told, opening up rural roads in particular will boost agriculture and develop micro, small and medium enterprises. There are also areas where the state needs to direct its immediate attention, for example, its industrial hubs like Agbara, Aton, Ota axis, Ewekoro, Ifo axis, Shagamu, Ogijo axis, Shagamu interchange, Kobakpe, Abeokuta expressway axis, Ilaro, Ibese axis, amongst others. The current administration should have taken full advantage of its proximity to Lagos. It would have embarked on some key joint initiative with Lagos State government. First, they would have presented a joint request to the president to release 2 major expressways to the 2 states for rehabilitation and maintenance in collaboration with the private sector partners. These roads, for me, are Lagos Ota Abeokuta Expressway and Ikorodu Shagamu Road. From my findings, the request is actually receiving attention and being vigorously pursued. The second and even broader collaboration initiative would have been the establishment of the Lagos Ogun Joint Development Commission, which I think had been done. The commission is to focus on a number of issues, particularly along the border towns. The focal areas include infrastructure, physical planning, security, transportation management, and revenue. A lot of residents of these areas have expressed disappointment that the governor has not kept to his campaign promises. They have also noted that it was wicked and unpatriotic to have abandoned the Akute, Ijoko, Olambe road project because a resident of those areas voted his opponent during the 2019 elections, or because the former governor did not back his candidacy. They argued that despite the political wrangling, the current government ought to have completed the Akute Ijoko Olambe project, taking into consideration the huge amount of money expended already by the past administration and their strategic importance in the development of rural communities. To say the truth, the governor would have written his name in gold if he had actually completed this project. Ironically, there is no passing day the reading public are not fed up with false information and promises by the government to come to their aid. As it is always said, there is light at the end of the tunnel. The government recently assured residents that they should be hopeful of the Ojodu Akute Olambe Okiaro Agbado Ijoko Songo Ota road construction, as the road will soon become one of the best roads in Ogun State and Nigeria. Hopefully, the government keeps to its promise of coming to the aid of these people and reconstructing this viable road to ease the pains of those living within this axis. Guys, it is not something to experience. I actually came here today and the experience was not pleasant at all. Guys, do well to hit the comment section and tell us what you think about this project. If you live within this area, kindly do well to tell us what you guys have been facing. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Make sure you like, share, invite your friends to the channel so our videos can go viral. Thank you.